This is the Blokees Transformers Galaxy version, Series 081 Shell Fall Metroplex. And this is one of the figures that I was looking forward to the most with this series, amongst others. So Metroplex, obviously he's in the wrong scale. He's supposed to be a Titan, but all these figures, they're in the 3.75-inch scale. There's no scale, although albeit the smaller figures somewhat in scale with the others, but obviously this guy is not a Titan. But you know what? I don't really care. I love Metroplex, and now we have him in this format. For this version, I think we have the Thrilling 30, or the Combiner Wars Machinima Metroplex. For this series, you don't really have to open up these baggies to know what's inside. You just need to check the pamphlet. And here is the foil stamped trading card. Very cool. And here is Metroplex, fully assembled in all his glory. Goodness, this figure looks fantastic. It's not the G1 Metroplex, because the G1 Metroplex is obviously much shorter, squat. The legs are different. The torso is less stylized than this. It's a little blocky, if you know what I mean. This is actually the Generations Thrilling 30 Metroplex, which also appeared in the Machinima cartoon Titans Return. And he looks great. He's like a mini-me version of that Metroplex. Now, unfortunately, I no longer have that figure. I've sold all my copies of that figure, and I'm really just waiting for a HasLab version of Metroplex, and that one I can commit to. Anyway, he does have this small mini-me Optimus Prime. Unfortunately, it's not painted. I'm sure that's an easy fix for customizers, but it's a nice little touch. But would have been nice if they painted this one just red, blue, and silver. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't think that was necessary though, but it's okay. Now, on Shopee, I did find a seller that had some 3D printed guns for Metroplex. This is actually what the Thrilling 30 Generations Metroplex from Hasbro and Takara Tomy, the guns look like on that figure. And it's a very stylized type of gun. This one was also actually part of that, it was part of his weapons. This is actually one of the, he had two of these and he had two of these. They actually make up the companion robot called Six Gun. And the Six Gun transformed into obviously six different guns for Metroplex. And they actually did a good job with the aesthetic and molding of these guns. But that Metroplex looks so much better with two guns, obviously. Now, the seller sold these guns in black and red version. I decided to go with red because that's the color of the Takara Tomy and Hasbro versions of this Metroplex figure. And look at this. It looks fantastic. If you want a close-up look on the detail of these guns, here you go. It's a very, very nice sculpt, and unfortunately it's 3D printed. It's not as glossy, and it's not made of these high-quality plastics that Blokees use, but I think it is a great looking set of accessories for this Blokees figure. Look at that. That gives it more authenticity. There's a lot more going for this figure, and they complete the reference with this figure for that Generations Metroplex. I mean, come on, look at that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this figure. If you're interested in the new articulation, the things that they've added is a new neck joint, the dumbbell type of neck joint, ball joint up top and ball joint at the bottom. They've added a ball jointed waist articulation right here. They've added some thigh swivels on the legs and double hinged knees for better articulation. I hope in time they would increase the articulation of the shoulders, maybe some butterfly shoulders, maybe double hinged elbows, who knows. I'm sure Blokees is fast at work at giving us more articulation for their Galaxy version figures. As far as paint apps go, I did not expect him to have a lot of paint apps. I thought it was going to be just purely all white, but just a lot of details on the panels of these front panels and the legs, the shoulders, even the chest. Just amazing details in that head sculpt. Would have been nice if that were silver or chromed out, but I'll take it, you know. It is the Thrilling 30 Metroplex done in the 1/18th scale, or not exactly 1/18, but 3.75 inch scale. And for comparison with other large-sized Galaxy version Blokees figures, here we have the Shining version Tarn, because this one lights up, as well as the Galaxy version Ultra Magnus from Series 4, and he still towers over them, not by much, a couple of millimeters off Ultra Magnus and like almost a full centimeter from Tarn, and that's got to do with the new buck, with the longer legs and all that, and even his torso. His torso is way bigger than these two, and I compared this figure with these two other figures because they share the same engineering with the torso ball joints instead of the usual small ball joints that you stick under the torso for the other Galaxy version figures, because that's what makes these larger figures unique. They don't have that inner ball joint shoulder socket and ball joint assembly like the other Galaxy version figures, and he's still so much bigger than these two other figures. And I think this Metroplex figure, rightly so, is the biggest Galaxy version figure we've had from the Blokees Transformers line. And so some final thoughts on this Galaxy version Metroplex. I really enjoyed this figure. I think this figure deserves a 10 out of 10. I love the heft of this figure. I just wish they could have come up with a bigger figure, if that's even possible on the budget of this scale. But Metroplex deserves a much bigger figure. Now that they have a Metroplex figure, at least in the Galaxy version, I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with something for the Action Edition or the Classic Class or something, because Metroplex definitely deserves a larger scaled figure. But until then, this is a very, very good Metroplex figure, and I think Blokees did a wonderful job, just an epic job with this Thrilling 30 Generations rendition of Metroplex. Again, it's going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. Just absolutely enjoyed this figure. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Series 8 Metroplex. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, welcome, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Tell Blaster to go full transform.
I hear you, Metroplex. Thanks. This planet not big enough for the both of us. Yes, Metroplex is my kind of town.
I will protect